Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Satish. In this video, we'll look at how an aspiring student or professional's American dream is actually decided by a random lottery. This is the reality of America, right? I mean, many people do not realize that, but this is what it is. I'm doing this video in context of H-1B visa 2026 lot results that just started to come in. So we'll look at some background of the visa, why there is so much demand, and some of the history and how many people are waiting, and why America is not the best place for aspiring students to go if you want to build your life around the country, especially mainly around the visa conditions. That's what we look at. So let's get started. So if you're new to H-1B visa, H-1B visa is one of the most popular visas used by most of the technical folks. It's a highly skilled work visa. That's what it's classified as, right? For highly skilled workers. And that is actually predominantly used by Indians and other foreign nationals as well. It is a program, and every year there are about 85,000 H-1B visas that are allocated or given by USCIS. And out of that 85,000, 65,000 are under regular quota, they call it. And 20,000 is under master's quota, means you need to have a master's degree in the US. So all in all put together it 85,000. Out of these 85,000 also, there are about 6,800 set aside for Singapore and Chile, as NAFTA trade agreement. But most of them do not get used. So that's why a good amount of them actually add back to this. So that's what the background is. And just to tell you the demand of H-1B, visa, it's crazy. We had H-1B lottery for the last consecutive 12 years since fiscal year 2014. 12 years, continuously lottery. Last year, there were 480,000 applications that were submitted last year. The year before, it was much higher, 718,000 applications. At the time, there was a lot more fraud. And the year before that, it was about 480,000 as well. So it's been crazy, Just look at the screen. I'm just going to put it on a graph. The kind of demand that you see and how it's, like a hockey stick, it's going up and up, right? So this is the kind of demand that you are facing for H-1B visas. Now, if you're an aspiring student, right, you look at this and see, oh my God, it's kind of crazy, right? But, only 1 in 5 or 1 in, 5.5 are getting a visa. So all your hard work, your effort, the effort you put in is actually put to lottery. Because if you do not get an H-1B visa, then you can't really work in the US and then proceed towards the next steps like green card and all of that, because it's one of the defining paths, most of the common ones. So most of them have to go through this, again, unless you are applying under cap exempt for universities and all of that. But this is the reality, right? I mean, just to give you a numbers perspective, India alone sent about close to 200,000. Currently there are 200,000 F1 students or 2 lakh F1 students from India that are in the US studying. But overall, there are about 880,000 international students in the US studying right now. And of those, 242,000 students are on OPT. They call it optional practical training. This is like an apprentice. After you graduate, you have to you get an option to work for 1 year, or sometimes if you're in STEM degrees, you get another 24 months, right? So about these are 240,000 plus students waiting or looking for this H-1B in on this OPT. So all in all, the numbers are staggering, right? I'm just look at the screen, the numbers that I put up, the amount of students that are already out there. So the way this whole thing looks is you are really, betting your entire career on a lottery. That's a fundamental idea. So always think twice, when you make a decision. So in fact, I am working on an idea along with my friends on, how students can make an educated decision on their study abroad program. So this is something we are still ideating, so that, students can make a decision rather than just picking America. They actually look at their factors and, come up with, a decision or a right framework for them, right? So that they can actually go to the country where they can hedge the risk and, don't have to do these things. So with that, let's get to the lottery results, for this year. So as of now, we have H-1B lottery results that have come in. Many attorneys have actually updated that, lottery results are out. So, you can see on the screen, right? So there is no official USCIS update yet on the H-1B lottery. So what happens is, the lottery results are announced, they keep coming, the results keep coming in, and it comes for about 2 to 3 days, right? And they can come up until end of March 31st, and after this, USS announces an announcement telling that we have completed this. So as of now, if you are in a F1, somebody who applied for an H1B, you should keep an eye on the registration status, and you cannot check the H1B lottery status on your own. You need to talk to your employer or your attorney to get these details. So you stay in close touch with them, and that's where you can get the deals. So what you see on the screen is an H1B registration lottery selection notice. So this is what is actually given by USCIS. If you can see, there is something called beneficiary confirmation number that has 2026 on the top. There is a fiscal year. Again, fiscal year starts from October 1st and ends in. So you see this confusing for people, but it's actually fiscal year of USCIS. So that's the beneficiary confirmation number. You see the submitted date, and you see the receipt generated date, and you can see that you cannot transfer this. So the idea is, once you get picked in this lottery, you can't really transfer to another company. You have to apply through them, and then only they can apply. And you have a window defined. You have 90 days to apply on all of these things. And so that's about it. This is a selection notice, how it looks like. So if you are waiting for H1B results, good luck for you. Hopefully you make it. It's a sad story of many international students who do not make it into the H1B lottery and who had to come back. Only 85,000 of them really make it. Rest of them, they either come back, they pursue other things, but there are literally few to no paths. People don't talk about all these sad stories, and we see them every day on our blog, on our community, all of these things. So make an educated decision on these, and stay tuned for updates. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe for getting regular updates.